Local governments and schools make important decisions that have short-term and long-term impacts on our community, and quite possibly on you. Yuba-Sutter.live makes it easier for you to know what's going on. We live stream up to 4 local government meetings every Tuesday, important special meetings, Olivehurst Public Utility District's monthly Thursday meetings, and town halls. To make it easier for you, we pull out informative sections and present them individually. For Your Information, our new series that posts Wednesdays right here on Yuba-Sutter.live. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like and follow our Facebook page so you know when we're live and when we've posted something new. For Your Information, local government meetings made shorter. Posting Wednesdays here on Yuba-Sutter.live. Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
No public comment.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to the consent agenda. Is there any public comment on the consent agenda? If not, I would
Move to approve. Second.
A motion and second. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Discussion items. Item number 4 is the chair appointments of committees. And did the rest of the board have a chance to go over those? I think I talked to each of you, tried to put people on committees they wanted to be on. Any comment on that?
No.
If not, I think we need a motion to approve.
Move to approve. Second.
Sorry, any public comment? Yeah, I have a motion and a second. Mandy, did you get who that was?
What's the second?
Bradford.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Got to turn the page here, huh, Mandy? Item 5 is consideration of adoption of resolution number 2026-10, approving a project agreement with the Yuba Water Construction Authority for the Daguerre Point Nature-like Fishway. And Willie is going to present that.
Okay, so today you're asked to approve a resolution to formally authorize the new Joint Powers Authority, the Yuba Water Construction Authority, to move forward with the Nature-like Fishway project using the construction manager at risk contracting. As you know, at our first board meeting of the year, we authorized our side of creating the authority at the county board meeting last Tuesday. The county authorized creating the JPA. And now I'm just going to go through the process. We're going to go through this the next several months to kick this off. Step 1, that's what you're doing today, is approval of authorizing us to engage in a project agreement to formally start the CMAR process. We've prepared a request for proposal that we will put on the street on January 23rd, and we will receive proposals that request for proposal will be put on the 23rd. We'll receive proposals in February. We will analyze the proposals and propose or determine the best value proposer and come back to this board sometime in March or April to award the CMAR contract to the successful proposer. In step 4, we'll then engage with the CMAR contractor on pre-construction activities and wrap up design and the price for the project. And step 5, that construction price will be negotiated at a staff level, and we'll bring it back to this board for approval before moving forward with construction. Authority approval. Following your action today, the authority board, composed of the 5 directors who are county supervisors, will meet to consider a similar resolution approving the project agreement on authority's behalf. So you're going to authorize this this action today, and then today the actual Joint Powers Authority is going to meet and do the same authorization.
Thank you. Any board comment on that? Questions? Any public comment or questions? Seeing none.
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And we're ready for manager's report.
All right. So based on following the storms we had in late December, the reservoir's pretty full. We're slightly encroached into the flood space with Army Corps approval. We've been managing the spill to manage the elevation the past several weeks. It's been dry. The forecast is dry. You won't see in today's manager's report a climate and weather summary. John James normally puts that together, and he's been out for a week or so. So it's a short document today. On the engineering side, Tim Trung, our Chief Dam Safety Engineer, continues to be proactively engaged with the U.S. Society of Dams, and he was recently voted a member of the Finance Committee, and he attended the winter 2026 meeting where they focused on finalizing their strategic plan. On maintenance, we're putting the finishing touches on the water treatment plant, and we're working with PG&E on their 230 kV relay project, which is really ramped up recently and is currently on track to be on time for unit testing once we water the tunnel and penstock back up. And on the mechanical side, major work in the powerhouse is complete. Now we're just doing kind of odds and ends annual maintenance. Both Narrows 1 and 2 are online and delivering water to the lower Yuba River. As far as HR goes, we have closed the recruitment for application developer. That closed on January 5th. We hired a new hydrologist, Emma Tucker, and we have one retirement. Paula Ruggiero, our cybersecurity analyst, retired on January 7th. On the comms side, the Appeal Democrat, UBANet, and Univision TV ran stories about our $1.9 million in flood risk and water supply grants awarded at the last board meeting. On January 31st, we will be featured on CNBC on a show called Now We Know, starring Steve Gutenberg. The educational series highlights a lot of different topics, but on that day it will be focusing on water and highlights our integrated water management as a good example of how it can be done. In community relations, last week Bonnie spoke to the Rotary Club of Marysville, the best club in the area, about the opportunities and risks with artificial intelligence. You all should have received an invitation to the premiere of The Day the Levee Broke, our short documentary about the 1986 flood. We have the staff and board screening at 3 p.m. on the 11th, and then the public screening at 5:30 that evening. In sponsorships, we approved a $500 sponsorship for the Yuba-Sutter Food Bank's No Empty Bowls event. And our upcoming meetings are February 3rd, where we'll have a regular board meeting and an ABP meeting.
Thank you. Any questions for Willie?
Yes, I have one through the chair. That screening, will we be able to go to the staff screening that day? Because we have a CSAC thing that night in Sacramento. Can we? Okay.
To the staff one?
I thought mine just was the evening.
I thought mine was the evening too.
We will make sure you get an invite to the staff.
Awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Subtle hint, John.
What's that?
Subtle hint.
Okay, we'll move on to director's reports. Andy.
Well, took the tour. I guess there was 5 of us that took the tour, still floating on it. Absolutely amazing. And if you ever get a chance to take the tour, do it. Because I guess the next tour is going to be, 50 years from now? So, but that was quite an exciting tour, and give you a different perspective on the capacity of our system.
Nick?
So in Marysville, we have a real big focus with this nice weather on cleaning up the city, cleaning up West Linda, and cleaning up District 10. So my whole District 2 area. January 31st, I'm looking for volunteers. We're doing a community cleanup. It's the first of its kind. It's going to be at Recology. So all the residential customers in District 10 and Marysville and West Linda will be able to clear off their properties and bring it in and have assistance unloading it. It could be a big barrier for some of these people to not only load up their stuff, but when they get to the dump, waiting in a line, going and back in a trailer and unloading it. So it should be a real streamlined process. Everything will be pulled through, but it takes a lot of opportunity or a lot of volunteers to operate. So if anybody's interested in helping on that, it's January 31st. I also started volunteering with our Little League there to just help with their field maintenance, because I noticed they don't do a very good job with it. So happy to have some Yuba-Water / Marysville Rotary people out there that our Keono field out there at the probation office on 14th Street. They did a lot of work on that a few years ago. And so on January 31st, we're also going to be working on that field and on the Marysville Little League field. So some good opportunities. I know it doesn't sound like it's water related, but there's a lot of homeless messes to go around with that. So we're going to have Say Live out there, and it's people that come out of the river bottoms, and when the high water events go on, they don't have anywhere to go, or they hear there's a water release, they come over the levee and they go all these places. And then when the water goes back down, they go back into the river bottoms and leave all their stuff behind, their mess. So just encourage anybody to volunteer. I'm going to forward out the invites for the community events for District 2. So hopefully you guys can share.
John?
Let's see, I have a few things. I could not make the tunnel tour. I already had a previous engagement to speak at the Board of Realtors. I heard it was really great. I'm going to wait to the next one in 50 years because I don't want to slow progress down on the work up there. I'd rather see water flowing through that tunnel. And my big plan on the tour that I wanted to do was to get Dobbins Organ House Fire Department, a tour of the Colgate and our new Power Systems headquarters. Willie said we'd make that happen in the future. So I'm going to skip the tunnel thing for now. So I already covered the day the levee broke. I'm going to be out of town from Friday afternoon till Monday afternoon out of the state, but I will be reachable by phone. And I guess that's it.
Gary?
Really enjoyed the tunnel outage tour, so appreciate everything staff did to make that happen. And then this afternoon, I have a Naquah Conservation Task Force meeting, and that's it.
Seth?
Thank you all for the tour. It was great. Building on what Rennick said about the homeless situation, we do have homeless that are living in the river bottoms. They are creating garbage and refuse that clogs the waterways, and they are damaging the levees. As we had mentioned before, we're losing 63 beds, our largest shelter in the area, with the Salvation Army Depot closing. And so the variety of ways that we can try and compensate or mitigate that problem would be either in saving the Salvation Army Depot or in expanding services through organizations like REST. So I'm hoping that we can find some way that the water agency, because it would be water related, can help in one of those situations to reduce the homeless damage that is done to our waterways. As far as more happy stuff, Turning Point USA is having an event or having a speaker at the Bride today at 11:30, and in the 28th we have a Seniors on the Go luncheon in Olivehurst.
Okay, and I will expand on that tunnel tour a little bit. I appreciate you guys mentioning it. The scale of work that went on in there, it's really impressive to see it in person. When you think about over 3,000 rock bolts installed and 5,000 yards of material hauled out of that tunnel with small equipment and up through that, 500-foot deep shaft. Really impressive. And I also asked Willie for, because the tour I'd had in the past was kind of truncated because everything was running at the time, and it was actually before I was on the board. So I asked for a more detailed tour of the whole project and got that, and it was fantastic. I really enjoy seeing the power plant, the dam itself. All those things are just interesting to me with my background, but the best part of the tour was just a chance to see our people doing their work and not, just at a lunch or other places I've been introduced to people that work for us. This team that we have, and these kinds of things get said in this room fairly often, but maybe not even enough. And it's just an incredible group of people that we have working up there at the project, working here in Marysville, the whole team. And, it's hard for me to know, only being around for 3 years, how all that happened. But it is unique. And a lot of credit goes to the leadership here to the HR staff for finding these people and sifting through them. I actually have hired thousands of people in my own company in my life, and so I understand how difficult it is to sift through people and find, the best. And that's happened here. And then the culture to cultivate those people is really incredible. So I hope I didn't go on too long about that. But that was the most impressive thing, despite my interest in all the mechanical things that we do up there in the dam itself. It's just an impressive group of people when you get to see them at work. So with that, I think this meeting is adjourned.
Recording stopped.
Yuba-Sutter.live's local government live streams are presented by Plumas Lake Self-Storage in Plumas Lake, where lifelong local residents are helping other residents keep things safe, providing indoor storage units, outdoor RV and vehicle parking, moving supplies, and Penske truck rentals. Details at plumaslakeselfstorage.com.
Hi, I'm Neil Goforth of Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties. Caring for elders or even yourself has challenges. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties can help you address today's issues and plan for tomorrow with in-home and specialized care for you or your family members. Call us at 530-749-8800. Comfort Keepers of Yuba, Sutter, and Nevada counties.
In Yuba County, there's a legendary diner.
Oh, it looks delicious. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Where the parking lot tells a story. A story as simple as biscuits and gravy.
The food is good. The prices are wonderful. My dad has so many friends here that come here, and it's my dad and mom have known Mary Jane and her dad before Duke.
Duke's Diner on 7th Avenue, home of legendary chili, holiday pies, and generations of local residents preparing tasty, hearty food for generations of local people. Join Mary Jane and her genial associates as they serve meals you'll come back for. Duke's Diner on 7th Avenue, Olivehurst.
Yuba-Sutter Live. It's the truth that comes through.